Hello world, this is live from QNAP headquarters in Taipei, Taiwan. I'm Michael, and today I have Joyce with me. Hi, Joyce.
Hello.
And for most of our viewers, this is the first time you see Joyce with me, but actually for every live streaming, she's here because she's our assistant / director for the live studio, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so today we're going to introduce about some of our utilities that companion with our NAS, so we can make our users more convenient and more fully utilize the potential of NAS, right?
Right.
So let's go to our slides.
So as you can see, our topic today is NAS Utility Explored, how to quickly access and connect to the internet. So today we will cover 3 utilities over here, includes Qfinder Pro, Browser Station, and myQNAPcloud Connect.
All right, cool. So first we'll start with Qfinder Pro, right?
Yeah, and today we'll be mostly focused on Qfinder Pro.
Okay.
Let's start. So, Michael, have you ever used Qfinder Pro?
Yes, I do, because I personally have a QNAP NAS at my home. So I usually use the QNAP Qfinder Pro to look for my NAS and connect to it.
Right. So many of you might have the image that Qfinder is like the GPS to your NAS.
Sort of.
Yeah, it guides us to our NAS. And whenever you find your NAS, you can do the initialization.
Yes, that's true. But for most of our users, they may only use Qfinder for this purpose. But I know there is some more stuff inside.
Right. So smart. So here, we are going to talk about the Qfinder Pro that you didn't know.
Okay.
Okay. So at the top, you could see there are a few buttons over here that includes network drive, media upload, configurations, details, and resource monitor. And the last one is bookmark the device. So we're going to take a closer look at these functions later, but we have more to come. So also we can mount the folders, whether you are a Windows user or a Mac user. If you're a Windows user, you can mount these folders on your File Explorer. And if you are a Mac user, are you a Mac user?
No, I'm not. Sorry about that.
Okay. Well, if you're not Mac user, you can mount these folders on your Finder.
That's very cool and convenient.
Yeah, it is. And also, you can wait on them. What is wait on them? It's like when you shut down your NAS, you couldn't find it on your Qfinder. So what would you do?
That's a good question. I have never thought about it.
Well, here's a solution. You can wake up your NAS via Qfinder Pro.
That's very convenient. So
yeah, it's a cool function, I think.
So I can shut it down when I want to use it. I just wake it up.
Yes.
On Qfinder Pro.
Yeah, true. And also, you could select one of the NAS among all these NAS, and you click right. You will see this option list, and one of them is firmware update. So you could update your firmware via Qfinder too.
So a lot of people just install Qfinder to do the initialization, and after that they uninstall it. But actually, Qfinder can do more for you.
Yeah, you don't have to get away from him. So right now I'm going to make a small comparison between QNAP Qfinder Pro and other brands.
Okay.
So most other brands, their program is about to search and access to NAS, and they have the network drive function too. Also the wake on LAN, many of them have this function. But we have some exclusive function over here.
That's very good because most people are only use this for certain purpose like initialization, and after that it means useless to them. But when you install Qfinder Pro, you can do a lot of things and help you in many ways.
Yeah, that's true. And now we are going to take a closer look at these exclusive functions. Insiders only.
All right, let's go.
So the first one, we are going to see the Qfinder Pro's interface, the user interface. So it's very clean and tidy, and it lists all the information you wanted to know, includes basic info, IP addresses, and the NAS status. So, Michael, when you're using your smartphone, usually there is a bar on the top of your phone, and you have all these small icons. For example, when you have an email, you got a small email icon over there.
Yes, there is.
So this one is the same concept, but it's with the NAS.
Okay. So whenever there's an event going on my NAS, so there will be an icon, right?
Yeah, that's true. And so the first one, I'm going to explain all these icons. The first one is kind of like a download icon, and it's green. It means that there's a new firmware available for this NAS. And the second one, the yellow one, it means your HDD is nearly full or it is in an abnormal state. The third one, a big cross, it's not
red
going to
one,
be,
right?
Yeah, it's not going to be a good thing, right?
Nah, don't look like that.
So it means a fatal error in your NAS. For example, if your NAS, if the fan in your NAS is broken, your NAS might be crashed. So it's a fatal error.
Yeah, because the overheat, the hard drive may be also broken due to the fan failure.
Exactly, because of the heat. What did I do? And the fourth one, it's a question mark. It means that your NAS had not been initialized. And finally, the last one, a small email icon, it means that you haven't set up your SMTP notifications. So next, we also can do some basic NAS settings on Qfinder Pro. So here you can see on the bar on the top at your Qfinder Pro, you can see settings. When you click into it, you will see general settings and SMTP settings. For general settings, you could set the device name, the date, the time, the password, code page, and the network settings. And for the SMTP settings, Michael, do you know what is SMTP settings?
SMTP is a protocol for sending emails. So that means you have to set the SMTP setting in order to get notification email from your NAS.
Right. 100% right. So you could set the sender's email account and the receiver's email account. So you will get all the notifications of your NAS system. And oops. Now we are going to do a live demo over here. So let's switch to the live demo. Okay. So this is our Qfinder Pro user interface. As you can see, we have this button right here, very cute, and we have all the NAS in this LAN, in the same LAN, which means you're in the same regional network. And you can see status. Also, you will notice this little triangle. What does that mean? When you click into it, you will see two different IP address. That means you have two internet wire that is connect to this NAS.
Because a lot of our NAS have multiple network ports.
Yeah.
So they may be getting different IP addresses from different network subnets. So they will all be shown here, right? With the drop-down list.
Wow, you knew a lot. And also, I'm going to show the settings here. So as you can see, here are the settings. And if you click into general settings, oh, you have to log in first. Oh, sorry, I chose the wrong NAS. Settings. And we'll wait for a few seconds or minutes.
I hope it's just seconds.
Me too.
It needs to load some of the settings from the NAS, right?
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Now we have it.
Yeah. So you can see we can change the device name. So if you're not satisfied with the name over here, you can change it here. Also the date, the time. If you're in a different time zone, you can change it here. Also the password, code page, and network settings. Right. And the SMTP settings, also you have to log in.
Of course.
You will see something like this. You could set the sender email account, maybe me or maybe you.
Okay.
Yeah, and the receiver, maybe IT guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when there's something wrong with my NAS, they will be notified.
Yeah.
And they will come to the rescue.
That's what I need. So let's go back to the slides, please. And also, we have this function of media upload. So the media upload, you can choose multiple files in different folders. You can, whether you want to upload the whole folder or you want to upload a single file, you could upload it at once. You can choose many folders or many files and upload it at once. So that's what it means by batch upload. And perform local transcoding conversion. It's so not every format of your film, of your video can be played by your NAS. So you have to do the transcoding thing. But some of the ARM-based entry-level models, they could not support the transcoding. So it's very troublesome if you have to do it in other place and you have to upload and download, do a lot of things. It's troublesome. So right now, Qfinder Pro, it provides a transcoding function. So you could do your transcoding in local, that means in your computer, via Qfinder Pro.
Okay, that's very cool. And by the way, I want to add something here. The transcoding and conversion limitation is not just because some of our entry-level NAS have this hardware limitation. It also because of some license issues that we cannot include certain encoding and decoding program into our QTS. So we need to look for external help and using other programs to bypass all these limitations.
Well, Michael, that is very helpful. And also, you could do the advanced settings of your video upload. You could create your thumbnails using Qfinder Pro. In that way, you don't have to use the resources of your NAS.
Because sometimes you are running some critical missions on your NAS and they take a lot of resources. If you do all this transcoding or generating thumbnails on your PC, so you don't use the resource on NAS, the CPU and the memory resource can be reserved for some other important tasks.
Right, that makes sense. And also, if you have file name conflict, you could choose the policy you want, whether you want to cover it or you want to ignore it. You can choose it. And also, you can choose you want to upload the original file or the transcoded file or both. And finally, you can choose your resolution. That means you can choose whether you want to transcode to 360p or 720p.
Yeah, maybe for bigger screen or smaller screen. That's the difference.
That's right. And the red square over here is a small experience done by our product manager. They have a small experience in certain scenario, and they upload and transcode a file, but they have kind of a jet lag over here. But it's in certain scenarios. So
yeah, well, for certain cases, the difference can be almost 300%.
Right. So right now we are going to another live demo. So here you can see we are back in our user interface of Qfinder. So how to do the media upload? You could click the button over here and log in again. And you could add your media over here. So if you choose the folder here, you will upload the whole folder. But if you choose the paper icon over here, you will just upload one file. So for example, I upload this picture. Also, I want to upload other things. Here. And because one of them is a video file, so I can do the transcoding over here. I can choose the resolutions, and also I can choose whether I want to upload the original one or the transcoded one or both of them. And in terms of name conflicts, I can choose the policy I want. Also, I can change the destination file of the uploading. And if you click the create photo thumbnails over here, you will create your photo thumbnails right at your Qfinder Pro. Okay, so that's all. And I think that's all. Let's go back to the slides. Okay. So
talking about mounting folders, right? Well, we have done our media part. Let's talk about something else. And if you want to access files on the NAS, you can, of course, log in into the QTS and use the file station.
yeah.
But if you want a quicker access, what can we do?
Okay. So here's a game changer. This one is the favorite function that I personally use in my daily work. And it's called mount folders. And because we have two systems going on, we have Windows and we have macOS system. So we're going to split it out, and we're going to talk about Windows first.
Okay.
So many of you may wish that the shared file in your NAS directly appears at your file explorer. So Qfinder Pro provides this service to connect with your shared folder in your NAS to the file explorer. So there are three options here, and the center one is to map the network drive. It means you could connect with the shared file in your NAS to the file explorer. So it's a already existed file, right?
So there's a folder it's already there.
Yeah, it's already there.
So you can just map the drive directly to the folder.
Right, that's what I mean. And create a network drive, it means you haven't created a shared folder. So you can create it here in Qfinder Pro. And also you could that it appears on your file explorer. So you simultaneously do two things at one time. Okay. And the last one, it's kind of like the first one. it's create a virtual disk. It's using iSCSI technology to do this creation of your folder, and it could be appears on your File Explorer too if you make the connection in via Qfinder Pro.
Okay, that's very cool. So whenever you want, we got it covered.
Yeah. You could say that again. Oh. And for Mac users, we also have another version of Qfinder Pro for Mac computers, for Mac users, and we could do the mount folder thing in Mac too. So why don't we just do a quick demo?
Sure, we love demos, right?
Right. So here, I choose a NAS first, and I select Connect, Storage Plug, and Connect. And I log in. I will see the 3 different options we see in the slides. So you could select a file over here. For example, I select public, and oh, it's already mapped. QNAP agent, and I map it on my computer. So let's see. Now you could see QNAP agent over here. It's mounted on your File Explorer.
Okay, that's very cool.
Yeah, it's magical. And also you can create a network drive in your NAS. So right now I create one. That's named Michael.
Sure, why not?
With a capital. Well, never mind. Create it. So we are going to see if the magic happens. Yeah,
it's there.
you see Michael over here.
It's very cool.
Yeah, it is. So the same happens to create a virtual disk.
Yeah, but let me further explain it from here, because some of you might don't know what iSCSI is. It's a more advanced protocol and technology to use. It creates a virtual disk on your NAS and connect it to your computer. But the difference is we create a virtual disk function. The created virtual disk will really look like a disk to your operating system. So this is basically for more advanced usage, because there is some application that require this kind of devices and to be used as a network drive. And but for most home users, using the network drive will be definitely enough.
Okay.
So if you are more professional users or advanced user that requires certain functionality, then you will have to use the virtual disk.
Okay, so you could try this function. Okay, so let's go back to the slides. Oh, sorry, I forgot to do the Mac live demo.
Don't forget our Mac users.
Yeah, always not forgetting to use an Apple. So over here, I connect with my Mac computer. So here is the version of Qfinder Pro on your MacBook or Mac. And how to do the monthly folder function, you just have to select one NAS over here and you click on the button Network Drives.
Then log in first.
Yeah, log in first. After you log in, you will see this this option over here, which says Add mounted folders to your favorites in your Finder. And what's so special about this function? Many of you may know that you could use your Finder to connect to the NAS shared folders. But in your when you're using Qfinder to do this mission, it's better because they kind of do some settings to the default system so that it's faster and it's more convenient.
So it just optimize the system for you.
Yeah, that's true. Right. So let's go back to the site. Okay. So here is another function called wake on LAN. It means when you shut down, especially someone who's very environmental, wants to save the energy every time.
Okay. Because I really have this kind of friend who just shut down everything when not used, even for NAS, and even leaving the room for 1 minute, he will turn down the light.
Oh my god! An air conditioner also?
Yes.
Oh my god.
But
well, he's saving the world.
Yeah.
Saving the polar bears.
We should praise him.
So for those people, they may shut down the NAS and save power when not used, but they have to wake up the NAS when they need to find it. And right now, we provide this service that you can wake up your NAS in Qfinder Pro. Okay. So right now, we are going to do the live demo. So as you can see here, we have an icon over here. It looks like a power icon, or as for me, I think it's like a fork on a plate. And you could see we recorded every NAS we have searched for before. So if they are not awakened, you can find it here. For example, I want to wake up one of the NAS over here in this room, in the same den, by the way. So I want to wake up NAS 18F IBC, and I just click wake up. And we just have to give it some time, so we just keep going on.
Sure.
So let's go back to the slides. Oops, I'm going in the contrary way. And also, you could update your QTS on Qfinder Pro. So what you would do is, there are multiple ways, but when you get into the update, do you hear the beep?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, maybe it's the one we just wake up.
Yeah, it's waking up.
Yeah, it's waking up, and you will see when you click into the update firmware, you will see the sphere over here, and you can choose whether you want to update your firmware using browsing your file on your computer, or you want to automatically update it from your computer. And also, it's good news for IT guys. Why? Because it could update all the NAS with the same model at the same time in the same den.
So if I have, say, multiple 251A on the same local network,
yeah,
with Qfinder Pro, I can just with one click and update update all the NAS with the same model.
Right.
Okay, that's very convenient because in the traditional way, in the conventional way, I'll have to log into every NAS and click update.
Yeah, it's troublesome. So this really decreases your workload.
Time is money.
Yeah. Oops. I hate this. And also, resource monitor. You could monitor your resource on Qfinder Pro. As you can see, we have 4 of the picture over here. We have a bar chart, we have a pie chart, we have a line chart. Also, we have a good telling you it's good.
Yeah.
And also, if there is a update coming up, it will give you a notification to let you know, hey, you could update now. So in the button of your right, you could see this black square over here. That is the notification.
Right here.
Yeah. Okay, so let's switch to the live demo. So right now,
First of all, can we see if the NAS we just woke up is already online or not?
okay, so I refresh it. Oh,
It's there, right?
yeah, it is.
The 18F1BC.
Mm-hmm.
So it's there. All right.
Him. Okay, so also we could update our firmware by clicking right click. There is a function of update firmware, or there's multiple ways for this function.
Okay.
Or if you click into the tools, there's also a update firmware.
Okay.
So Sam, you have to log into it.
Of course. Okay, system boot completed means
Yeah,
it's already. Yeah.
It's already. So now we are in the update firmware square. So it looks like that. And you could update all the devices with the same model number within the network. So also we can see the resource monitor. You can you could click on the resource monitor, or you can right click. It's also there. And logging again, you will see this cute little graphic over here. So how to change, as you can see, there are 4 different graphics in the PowerPoint.
Mm-hmm.
But right now it's just one. So if you click next, it will show you other different graphics. And also you can set the time of switching this graphic. For example, this, after 10 seconds, it will change to that next graphic.
So you're just rotating the cells?
Yeah.
It's very convenient. So
there it goes.
Yeah.
Okay. And for the version inspection, because we don't have a notification here, but also you could see it yourself in help, and you could check for updates. So it tells you now you're using the Qfinder Pro 6.3.0 blah blah blah, and there's no update available now.
Okay.
Okay. So let's.
So if there's some new version, it will pop out a notification. But if you don't see anything, you can still manually check for update.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the slides, please. Oh, okay. So Qfinder Pro is not only can be downloaded on your computer, it can also be an add-on on your Chrome browser or Chromebook. And so here's the thing. Browser Station, it's like a browser that you can open up in your NAS. So for example, you open up a Chrome in Browser Station.
Mm-hmm.
So you see Chrome is over there right now.
Yeah.
So that means you could add to Chrome the Qfinder add-on too. So now we are going to make a brief introduction of Browser Station.
Before our viewers can really understand what's going on here, we have to introduce Browser Station.
Yeah, right. So Browser Station, it's like you open up a browser in your NAS. But it's more secure and it's more convenient access. And it helps you to break the network boundaries. So it's very simple and convenient, right?
Yeah, but what kind of situation we would like to use
browser
browser station? Can you think of anything?
If I am at home, but there is a web page I can only open in our company, I will use browser station.
Okay, then this example is good. So because there are some firewalls or network policy limitations, so yeah, you may not be able to direct access file on another private network. So with browser station, you can sort of pass through this limitation and make your access much easier.
Yes. And with QNAP Finder extension, we now are going to do a magical thing. We are going to combine browser station with QNAP Qfinder, the add-on.
So you mean if I install the browser station on my NAS and open a browser, it will be the Chrome browser, right?
Yeah, it will be the Chrome
and browser. I install Qfinder extension in the browser.
Yeah.
So what will happen?
What will happen? Let's see. So we have to switch to the live demo right now. So right now we are going to log into your QTS interface and select browser station over here. And there is a very friendly explanation of how to use it over here. And at the second page, it says the same thing what we were just talking about.
Okay.
So, finished.
So let's see how powerful it is.
Okay. So the first thing when you log into browser station is you have to create a browser. It takes a little bit of time to create one.
It's okay. So, how does it feel when you are sitting here? Because usually you are doing the assistant director part.
Right now I'm all jitters and I'm super nervous.
Super nervous, but you already done some of the live demos and programs during our Mandarin sessions, right?
Yeah.
But this is your first appearance in English sessions. All right, our browser is open now. So what are we going to do next?
After you open up, there is a guide over here that you can directly click into it. And it directs you to the Chrome web store, and you could download the add-on over here. Add the add-on over here. And after you add this QNAP Finder at your Chrome, you can click into it. Okay, so it looks like this. Whoa. So as you can see, because we have two IP address connect to our NAS, we can see it all here, but we could not see it in our Qfinder. Why? Because our computer will only be connected to one specific LAN, but in our browser station, it breaks the boundary. So you can see the IP address starts with 172, and also the IP address starts with 192. It's in the very bottom.
Okay, so with this with browser station and the Qfinder add-on, we actually go into the other segment of the network.
Yes, and find all the NAS over here.
So it's very convenient if you want to cross the boundary, cross the barrier and the file, or for some reason maybe you want to get access to a certain file, or you really need some data from your company, and you are out of business, and you can use this function to get something you want.
That's very true. So you use your NAS as a tool to connect to other NAS. Very cool.
That's really brilliant, I think.
Yes. So let's switch back to our slides. Okay. So the last one, we're going to talk about myQNAPcloud Connect. So myQNAPcloud Connect is also a program which you can download it in your computer, and it provides 3 kinds of VPN services that could help you to connect with your NAS. And it's only for Windows users right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm certain that we will add the macOS support in the future.
Yes. And also, you can easily manage your files by dragging and dropping your files in within the Windows Explorer. So now we're going to do a live demo about myQNAPcloud Connect. So it's over here. I already downloaded from our official website. And what I will do now is I will add a VPN, will add a connection to our NAS using VPN. So here you can choose 3 different kinds of VPN. Includes PPTP, OpenVPN, and L2TP VPN. So I choose the simple one, PPTP. And I type the name of the VPN, maybe, 204, and the IP address. And your account name and password. And click OK. It's authenticating. Browsing it. Okay, so right now you will see so many things in your NAS. And at the bottom, you could use the File Explorer function. When you click into it, you can connect with all the files in your NAS. So it's very convenient just using VPN.
And all this transmission over the internet are encrypted, right?
Yes.
Because a lot of people are taking this data security and privacy issue very seriously lately, and they want to use VPN to ensure their data is safe and without being eavesdropped. So that's a really useful function to keep everything safe.
Yeah, that is very vital. And also you could access your QTS interface over here too. So that pretty much concludes the myQNAPcloud Connect over here. So, oh, I'm sorry. That's this one. So let's switch back to our slides. So in the end of the day, we are going to show you guys more utilities for QNAP NAS.
Yeah, because we only have a limited time, we cannot cover everything in one session.
Yeah.
But we still have more utilities and useful programs for you to take advantage of the QNAP NAS.
Right. So there are some utilities for PC, for server, and for multimedia.
Okay, so there are a lot of things we can use, and some of the utilities we have already mentioned in our previous program, like QMedias and the new QV helper.
Yeah, the
right?
QV helper.
Yeah, it's not listed here, but we have introduced it many times in our programs. So there are still a lot of things, not just limited to this list, right?
Right.
Okay, so thank you, Joyce. And I believe we only have these 3 to introduce today, right? So there's no more for today, but we actually have more, so you can go to our website. Always go to our website to look for more information and more useful.
Is it in the QTS section, and there is one options of utilities, and you can see all this? Yeah,
we have a utility page, and also we even have more mobile app now for like Q music, Q videos, and a lot of things for you to explore.
Wow, that's very considerate.
Have you ever tried? At least browse those pages. Have you?
I do browse a little, but not all.
But because some of them are for more enterprise the functions. So you may you haven't tried that before. That's normal, but just be sure to regularly browse that page for any new software we release.
Okay, I promise you.
All right, thank you, Joyce, for bringing such an interesting introduction for some of our basic utilities that our users might feel interested in.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Joyce. And that pretty much sums up our presentation today. And thank you for your watching. And we will be doing more programs in this week. So stay tuned. On Thursday, we will be introducing more interesting stuff. Thank you for today. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.